Hey guys, Ralph Havens here, Beyond Limits Physical Therapy in Bellingham, Washington, in Fairhaven. And today's video is for middle and long distance runners, whether you're middle school, high school, college, post-collegiate. I'm talking to the elite runners especially right now, because what I've seen is a pattern that if you can stay healthy, you can progress and get faster and faster. And so many runners, even at the elite level, especially at the elite level, one of the things that stops them or slows them way down is they keep getting injured. I saw a post from Morgan McDonald, a great runner, University of Wisconsin, NCAA champion, 13 flat 5K guy, but he's dealing with recurring injuries that keep him from training the way he wants to train. He's even changing training groups. And he went out to see Andreas Almgren from Sweden, who also had a problem with injuries, but had a period of time without injuries, and ended up winning a bronze medal at the last World Championships in Tokyo. And he went out to visit him to find out, like, what are you doing? And Andreas Almgren had some good ideas, very good ideas about what worked for him. And he was talking about how it's important to find what works for you. Now, the reason I'm making this video is I'm a physical therapist trained in a very specific way to help people heal. And one of the ways that we do it improves running biomechanics, improves running form. And when I was looking at the video of Andreas Almgren running compared to Morgan McDonald, I saw quite a striking difference. And then as I've been looking at elite runners at the Bowerman Mile, we have video footage of the Bowerman Mile, both from 2023 and also recently 2025, and looking at what they're doing. And there's a issue that I see that we can actually help with, even at the elite levels. And I get to have the privilege to work on my own son, a 14-year-old who's a very good runner, middle school, and his hip extension and the way he moves through space is better than the elite runners, a lot of the elite runners, some of the elite runners. And I think there's a difference that we can make with these guys to help them, one, stay injury-free and progress, and also to optimize performance. So I'm going to show you some videos, and you can see what you see, and I'll show you what I see. So this is what intrigued me in the beginning. I saw this is Andreas Almgren on the left, on this guy's left, over by the pink shirt. And this is Morgan McDonald, who's dealing with injuries, and they're trying to figure things out. So this is the running form. I'll show you this to get to it, but here we go. So look at the his form. Watch how his hip goes behind his body. His leg goes behind his body really well. He's got great running form. Let's go look at another section of this. I'm going to go to the 237 mark. So watch his hip extension. See how that leg goes behind him very well, and his shoulders don't do anything funky. They move here. This is Morgan McDonald. So watch him from the back, and what you'll see is his leg doesn't go behind him very well. And when he's running, he shears in his pelvis. His pelvis goes left to right, and instead of just moving in a rotational three-dimensional pattern, it goes left to right instead of in this reciprocal elliptical pattern. And he doesn't have his hips go behind him very much. Watch this. See how the leg just gets stuck and his pelvis shears. It's like part of him goes left, part of him goes right. So that's different than Andreas. And I'm sure he's had a lot of high-level physio and chiropractic. So why is that happening at the highest levels for this runner? Let's go to 744 and take a look here. Here you can see Morgan McDonald again, and I think I can help him. That's why I'm showing you this. See how his hip doesn't go behind him? His leg doesn't extend, and he's going left to right. The pelvis goes one way, the rib cage goes another way, side to side. So what do we do to change that? There's something we do with runners. I'm going to go show you a video. So this is the Bowerman Mile, and this is 2025. And what I want you to do, even at the highest levels, we're going to look at Yard the Goose, and who ended up getting a bronze medal at the Paris Olympics, and then Cole Hawker, who got the gold medal at the Paris Olympics, and also then won the 5,000 just a little bit after this in the World Championships. Watch how far their legs go behind them. So take a look at this. So watch how the amount of extension. See how it still gets stuck. It doesn't look as good as Melgren. And especially Cole, even though he's very fast, see how that leg doesn't go behind him very much? It kind of gets stuck. It goes bam. Look at Yard. His goes better, but still gets a little stuck. And watch how they're lifted. I'll show you that again. And see how the shoulders kind of go forward? He's like he's getting pulled forward because he can't get to that hip back behind him. See how the shoulders has to go forward because he can't get that hip back behind him. The pace setter also has that same issue. So that's that. Now let's look at my son, who gets 3 or 4 days a week of this Helix Biomechanics that I'm talking about. Here's him at a championship race, and his mile and one of his PRs. And watch him as he goes, as he runs, and watch how far back that leg goes. See how that upper leg goes behind him really well. And he doesn't do that funky little thing with his shoulders of pulling himself forward. Let's watch that again. We'll watch the difference. Here's the fast guys. And let's see if this starts to roll. Go. So watch them running. Look at how they get stuck. The leg doesn't go behind them. Okay, and then let's look at Ben. And watch how he's lifted. He's lifted. His shoulders aren't doing that crazy forward pull. And his leg goes behind him really big. Now let me show you one more thing. And I'll tell you how we did this. So when we do this, you can look at one more pre and post video. We did a 2-hour session on Hannah B in our clinic, local fast runner, and here's her before shot. So you can see how she's running. And notice how her hips go, how the leg doesn't go behind her as well as we want. Watch her come this way. Okay. Watch her one more time. This is a before. Notice how lifted or not lifted she is. She looks pretty good, right? But wait till you see what we do. We did a 2-hour session with her, doing Helix Biomechanics, the integrative manual therapy, strain counter strain, to restore this lattice work, to improve the way her body functions so that she can bounce better. And then afterwards, here's what she looked like. See that power? And she's lifted, and she's got a more open stride, and her hips allow her leg to go behind her better. Here she comes this way. This is after 2 hours of manual therapy. And it's different than regular physiotherapy and chiropractic, because you know those guys are getting high quality physical therapy. So what's the deal there? And the deal is there's this lattice work in the body. It's like a 3-dimensional framework, kind of like a spider web that's 3 dimensions, and it's got some give to it so that when you land on your foot, when your foot hits the ground, not just the joints and bones, but every bit of you is in this 3-dimensional lattice work that compresses and then bounces, kind of like a super shoe. And if you've got a bone bruise somewhere, if you've got a little disruption of membrane somewhere, if you have some sort of issue with compression or tightness, then when your foot hits the ground, part of you doesn't really flex down to rebound. It just kind of gets stuck. And as a result, you don't have optimum movement, optimum form. So what I've got for Morgan McDonald and other elite runners is a way to restore this, because there's a difference that I saw. You could go back and rewind the tape and watch Andreas Amalgren, who has very good form. He does a really good recoil with his whole body. And as a result, his hip allows his leg to go behind him. Morgan, his hip gets a little tight going behind him. And then he shears in his body. He kind of goes, wah, 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 and he doesn't let the hips go straight. So I'm going to show you that one more time because it's so significant. And I think this is where I can help these guys get everything good again. So let's just go find a good point in the video. So let me show you, watch Morgan McDonald. And what you're going to see is his hip doesn't let his leg go behind him, and he shears. You can even see it in this video. Look at the still frame. See how his upper back is side shifted to the right, and his pelvis is side shifted to the left. That's not moving forward. That's moving left to right. And then when he runs, he doesn't extend his hip. So watch this. Not beating up on you, dude. I just want to be able to help you. So see how he goes left to right with his pelvis. And this guy's world class. He's a 13 flat 5K guy. Yet he still has this biomechanical thing that we can improve. And there's the little subheading. You need to be consistent to be able to do the training. But if you've got an issue with the way your body is hitting the ground, it could be the cause of what's going on with your running form and your injuries. So take a look at that. See that? And then if we come back to Andreas, watch his running form. And of course, he's racing right now, so he's more wide open. But that's the difference. And so if you're interested in this, spread the word. Look at my blog. It's at ralphhavens.com/blog. It's also on Substack. I'll put a link below for all that. And reach out to me because we can help you restore your function so that you have this recoil effect in your body and everything is moving forward, but not going side to side. And what my thought and what I've seen with the local runners and the ones we've worked with is if we can improve these mechanics, then you can be more consistent and you can train and things work better and it actually improves performance. So that's my video. I hope this helps you. And I'm going to show one more time. Okay, so here's the fast guys. Even the fast guys running at speed. This was a 3:45 mile. You can see the hip extension. And watch this. Somebody said, well, it's because he's young. And it's like, it's not because he's young. If you looked at the other guys, they also have that tightness in the hip. But see how his hips are more open. Thigh goes behind him. He's not doing a bunch of twisting side to side. He's rotating and everything's moving forward. So that's what we can restore middle distance runners, long distance runners, and get your form back. All right, so I'm Ralph Havens, Beyond Limits Physical Therapy, Fairhaven, Washington. And I'll put links below. And my mission is to help you get over injuries, get back to running, optimize performance, and have fun out there doing what you're here to do. Let's be consistent, progress in training, and get faster. All right, you guys.